Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, we have a moonstone cutting die. This is Message in a Bottle, and also this adorable Nautical Moments little book. So cute with all the images. And you guys together, they make cards just like this one. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a look at this Message in a Bottle die. So it comes with 8 pieces, and it shows you here just the basic instructions of how you're cutting it. There are also additional accessories available with Hunkydory Crafts where you can get little scenes to go inside the die that are cutting dies. We're not carrying those at this time, but I did want to show you how these different pieces are working. So this is the outer shape of the bottle. This is the inner window shape. You've got your little message right here, a little tag, an anchor, a little like life preserver, and then these pieces right here. What are those for? Here we go. What they are, they're little tabs that you die cut and you fold just like this. And on this card right here, I've used all of the elements with the exception of the little life preservers. Let me show you. Here we have the back is cut out of just this piece right here. Okay, so that is cut out of white cardstock, and then I used one of these adorable little cutouts, or one of the little pieces here, that ship, and that I just cut out just like this. So it's just got the image of the ship. We don't need to have all the border and stuff around that. All right, and then I cut this piece right here, the silver piece, using silver Muri cardstock, also from Hunkydory Crafts. And for that, you would use like low-tack tape or something to put one inside the other, run it through your die cutting machine, and you're gonna get this shape right here. Then I did the same thing for just the tip of the bottle. I wanted to make sort of a little cork out of gold Muri cardstock, and then I just glued that right on there. If you can see the color difference in the metal. I wrapped the top here with some little navy blue twine, very cute, and then die cut the little tag, die cut the little anchor out of little light blue cardstock. Added tiny words and phrases dazzle sticker. That is for the little friend. My little tiny words and phrases dazzles. Oh, we'll come across them. And then I just tied that right on there. And then I just literally anchored that down with a little bit of foam tape. All right, so then how do you attach these two pieces? So got this little piece right here, and then another one that's more narrow. And you just fold them over and glue them just like that. So that now this folds flat for mailing, and then the recipient could just have it pop right up. And so it's dimensional. Then on the back, this is where you would write your little greeting, and I just put another little anchor right there. So there you go. Really easy to use and super fun. All of that is shown inside right here, step by step. You would just eliminate steps 4 where it's putting together the layered pieces. We're going to use a different kind of layering pieces. All right, so let me put these back so I don't lose them. All right, so let's take a look at what's in this Nautical Moments, okay? You are getting 120 nautical pages with 20 different designs. So you're getting 6 of each. Let's just flip through these. I'll try not to repeat them, but we'll see. Oh, I already did. Okay, there's another one. Okay, so we're going horizontal and vertical. One I used. I also forgot to mention that I did use 2 sheets. So I like cut another one out and then foam taped that. So there's a little bit of dimension there. You could do more, okay? More layers. All right, that's really cute. So I'm gonna make sure, let's tear this one out because I want to refer to that one shortly. All right, and then there's that boat. I love the wheel, and it's got stones and stuff around it. The lantern. Beautiful lighthouse. Beautiful beach scene. A message in a bottle. Compass. A beautiful anchor. That's a beautiful anchor. Okay, cool. The bottle. Gorgeous seashell. This one I'm going to show you again as well. Cute little cottage. That looks like a great place to sit, relax. More places to sit and relax. And finally, our little seagull friend. Okay, so let's hop on to the original one I showed you. This is our giveaway card for this episode, and how this works is we are trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode channel, you would just look right down here on the full screen image, and there's a little link to YouTube, and it'll take you right to our Paper Wishes webisode page, or you could just go to YouTube and search Paper Wishes. And then we ask that you see the video there, like the video, comment, and then be a subscriber. Okay, that's very important. And it's also very important that you know your YouTube username. When you sign up for YouTube, you either choose a username, or sometimes they assign you a username if you don't want to choose one, and it's just kind of a bunch of letters and numbers. You got to know what that is, because we're going to reply to one of the comments in about a week, and we're going to use your YouTube username. We're going to say, congratulations, blank, your YouTube username. And so then we'll give you instructions on how to claim that. So then it's up to you to take it from there and to email us and say, hey, I'm the winner. And then we'll send you this card, all right? So this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. The background paper, that sandy looking background paper, is from the 12 by 12 Seascapes and Sand. It's this one right there. And it's very useful because it does give us that really nice sandy look. I covered the entire card with that sand, and then I took 2 more just strips and I tore them. So one is this tall, and then one is this tall. And then I just sort of rolled those edges back with my fingers and showed that white edge. And then of course I inked the entire thing with my favorite gingerbread ink and my favorite little applicator all the way around. Okay, then before gluing this top one down, I went ahead and I die cut the bottle. Also the little cork there, I die cut once again just from the gold, cut that off and glued that to the top. Then I just took one of those beautiful papers that I showed you right here, okay, and I just sort of put the little bottle up to each one of the images and saw which one I liked the best, okay? You can just use that with the die. And then glued the bottle to that cut around it, and then glued that right sort of under this layer of paper, and then I glued the torn paper down over the top of it. The sending a little message is just blue paper from pastel cardstock, and then I inked the bottom edge of that using Prussian blue ink. So you can just take each one of those little messages, each one of those little words, and then just put a little bit of ink on the bottom edge. I think it just gives it a little interest. Glued those on right there. Using that tiny little applicator bottle is really handy for that. Put these little flowers on. This is brand new flowers, you guys. Found them. Okay, so these are brand new, and I love there's 2 shades of sort of this aqua teal blue, and I like to put them in off number, like odd numbers, so a little group of 3 here, 1 right here, and I just glued everything, the paper to the card, flowers to the paper, using our Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue, which is so handy. And before adding the flowers down, I should mention that I did use some border dazzles around the edges, and these are gold thin line dazzle stickers, and they just peel off just like this, nice and thin. And I put 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 down each side. There we go. Then I added the flowers. Then the final step was wrapping that with navy blue jute twine, which comes in this little pack like that. So yeah, that was really an easy one to do. And don't forget, that's our giveaway card. All right, let's move on to another one. Here's one just using the little nautical moments, okay? So took this one and went ahead, inked the edges with that gingerbread because I thought it really brought out this color right here. So the edges are inked there. I matted this with a teal and then a blue paper in a tiny little thin mat and then a thicker mat. And those are both from Pastel Cardstock. I'll link those down below the video. And then I did cut out 2 more layers. Okay, so what do I mean by that? I just took this using tiny scissors, very important. And it's got all these scallops, but it's not hard to cut them out when you're just steering the paper. Just like this. Notice where my scissors are. My scissors are only moving up and down. They are not moving in direction. I'm actually just turning the paper. When you get to this point, cut off that excess paper. You don't need that there, it's just in the way. And then we're gonna go up right like this, turning. So my biggest tip to people that say they don't like what's called fussy cutting or intricate cutting is, number 1, do you have the right scissors? Okay, don't try to use your big, chompy scissors. Get some small scissors. And also turn the paper, not the scissors. It goes much, much faster. And also practice a little bit. You know, you're never going to get better at it if you don't practice. And this is a great one for practicing on, okay? Because it's just all these little scallops, and it's really fun to cut out. I just sat there and cut those out when I was watching TV last night. All right, so I did 2 of those, all right? So we're using a total of 3 of those images. 1 is the base, 2 are cut out, and then I put foam tape between them. This is our giant wheel of foam tape. There's 150 feet or 50 yards of 1/2 inch wide foam tape, and I like to just cut off little bits, put it on the back of the image, and you're just stacking those up. And then these little pieces right here, they're sort of shiny. Those are little acetate pieces that I also cut out from our Seascapes in Sand 21 acetate. We call them straight cuts because they're just easy to cut around, okay? You don't have to, I mean, like these, you can just cut out like that. But Debbie and I almost never use them in this form. We always get in there and we always kind of cut loosely around the images like I did with this starfish and this shell. And then we just use Cosmic Shimmer glue. You know, just use your finger to apply it to the back to smooth it out. Stick it on there. Doesn't show the glue through it. And then these are happy birthday script greeting dazzles, and I forgot to bring those, so they're linked down. So yeah, easy one to do, fun to do. All right, my last one, you guys. I don't think I showed you the gold Miri. I don't think I showed you all the silver Miri I was using, did I? So yeah, I think I did. Okay, so the last one, we're gonna take our bottle shape and we're gonna make a shaker card. Oh, I found the tiny words and phrases dazzle stickers. They were hiding. All right, so first of all, I'm gonna start off with a tent fold card. Okay, oh, this one has some glue sticking on it. There we go. And this is just about 4 inches by 8 1/4 inches long. And I used the same paper from Seascapes in Sand and first covered it, okay, or pretty much I covered it from here down to here, okay, using this paper right here. And then I took some more of that sand paper and I tore it in strips. Tearing it in strips is a great way if you don't have a lot of paper and you want to cover an area. So you can take one little strip and glue it here and then take another little strip and glue it there so that you're using 2 and you're kind of stacking them up. That way you don't have to use one whole piece like this. It also gives just a little bit of visual interest, inking those torn, excuse me, inking those torn edges. I need to get a drink of water. There we go. All right, so inking those torn edges and then inking all around this as well using, guess what it is, gingerbread ink. And then I took some mermaid dazzle stickers and it's got all this like seaweed and stuff, but the seaweed going right here. This is a cutout from the paper pack just glued that at an angle, and then a couple more of those little shell stickers from this. I also used this mermaid sticker right here. So for this one, die cut the bottle out of this blue pastel cardstock. Then I cut the bottle out of some teal and then some tan. But I only cut the bottom part of the bottle. Okay, so what I mean is just take your tan paper and just put that much on the die, and then you're just cutting this part. Okay, I did tear those and then inked the edges with a little Prussian blue, navy blue, and then glued the teal down and then the brown over that. And then I just added my stickers. So I added a little seaweed here, little coral piece here. First piece I put down was this cute little mermaid because that's the focal. And then I added the other ones all the way around it. And then on this piece right here, die cut this from gold. And there's the gold Miri. And then I went ahead and I backed this with some, I just glued some clear acetate. You can buy this by the sheet from Paper Wishes. And then I just cut around this part of the bottle, and I just used that Cosmic Shimmer glue to glue that down to the back of the Miri. And then once that was dry, then I just took wheel of foam tape. And what I did was I like to take long strips like this, and then you just cut this right down the center. It's really nice to use the scissors that have the titanium on them so it doesn't stick. If you find that you're using your scissors and it's sticking to glue, sticking to foam tape, and it's all gummed up and having problems, because they're not titanium, and these just, the stuff just peels right off of them. All right, so we're going to take these two, and you put one down, take the peel off, and then you do another layer. So we've got 2 layers of foam tape all the way around this. We're going to take these off, and then we're going to put some little sprinkly bits in them, and that'll be our cute little shaker card. And then once we get everything all done, then we're going to stick it to, there you go, top, to the card. Right. So I've got 2 shades of cute little sprinkles. I've got, this is Caribbean or Caribbean, depending on what you like to say, and this one is lime. And I don't like to use a ton of shaker material. I just like to use a pinch of each, just so that it's moving around in there. Sometimes if you just get too much, it just doesn't have room to move. Now, also, that's why we put 2 layers of foam tape, because we want this to be able to move around, okay? Now, Debbie likes to put another layer on top of this of acetate to make an acetate sandwich, but I just got this piece that fits over it so nicely, so I'm just gonna do it like. Now, you wanna make sure that that foam tape seal goes all the way around. That way your stuff's not going to escape. Like that. And then we're going to glue that right over the top of the card. There we go. And we can put that at an angle, or you can put it straight. I'm an angle girl. There we go. And then you've got a fun shaker card using that same bottle. All right, you guys, we have a really fantastic money saver on this. It's right over there on the right-hand side if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, all you have to do is look below the video and you'll see a link that'll take you to this channel, and you'll be able to take advantage of that great money saver. Listed down below, we have all the supplies that we use, so if you want to choose this or that, you'll have no problem finding those. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.